Hi love bugs, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I have another video coming where I'll explain that, but I just wanted to get this one up, so we're just gonna get right into it. I'm taking the Colourpop concealer in medium dark 36 and I'm putting that all over my lids. I'm just gonna blend that out with my finger. I know I've been like MIA for a little bit, but I have a much longer video coming up that will further explain what's been going on and where I'm at. But I really like this look and I really wanted to share it, so I thought I'd get this one up first, and I also had this one edited first, so I'm just going to blend out that concealer with my finger, and once it's all blended, we'll move on. So after using my finger, I realized that wasn't working very well, so I went in with my Real Technique sponge just to give it more of an even coat. I love blending out concealer with my fingers, but sometimes it doesn't, you get like little fingerprints in it and it's not like a smooth finish. And then also I noticed it gets a little patchy, so I added a little more concealer in my crease a little bit just to even it out and give it that full even coat, so that way when I put my eyeshadows on, I'm not looking like a bag of struggle in my crease area, or blending out my transition colors isn't so difficult. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Morphe 35B palette. My camera lens was having a moment trying to focus, but you still can't see it. The print on the sticker is too small, but it's the Morphe 35B palette. It's really colorful. I wanted to play around with this palette, so I'm going to use that yellow color that I just pointed at. I know I pointed at like 3 colors, but looking at my camera or looking at my laptop when I'm recording, everything's flipped, so I think I'm pointing at the right color and I'm really not. So I'm going to use a Morphe 504 blending brush to just blend out that yellow color in my crease. I knew I wanted to play with this palette, and I had been like flipping through Instagram and looking at different makeup looks, and I was kind of getting ideas in my head, but I wasn't really sure how it was going to work out. I couldn't see the finished product in my head like I usually do, so I just was like, I'm gonna wing it and just try to play with this color as much as possible. So that's what I did. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this orangish pink color. It's called Brilliant. The yellow color that I used was called Sunshine. Morphe puts those like clear sleeves in their palettes now to tell you the colors, but while you're using the palette, it's a little inconvenient. So looking at the palette now, I know the colors, so I can let you guys know. So I'm now using Brilliant in my crease right under the yellow color Sunshine. And I'm just going to keep building that up until it gets to the opacity that I want. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this red color called Chicory in the palette, and I'm going to blend that right under Brilliant and just slightly into it, moving it up just a little bit, and I'm going to build that up until it's to my liking. So now that I'm done blending Chicory, I'm going to go in with Beats Me, and I think this color, the name of that color is so perfect because it's like a perfect beet reddish purple kind of color, so it totally makes sense why they would name it that. And I'm going to blend that further into my crease to deepen it, so it's going right under Chicory. I'm using an e.l.f. eye crease brush to blend out Beats Me, because the Morphe 504 brush that I used for Brilliant, Chicory, and Sunshine are too fluffy. So it would have blown out Beats Me a lot more than what I was going for. I really wanted it concentrated in my crease and to be really intense. I realized that my camera had stopped recording once I had already gotten through the crease. I was that into what I was doing. But now I'm just defining those outer curves and lines and adding a little more concealer to the lid so that it's an even coat of it. So when I do put down my next color, it doesn't go on really patchy. But this process was the most tedious, which is why I did one eye at a time so I could really get it defined and detailed. So now I'm going to put the color Forest on top of the concealer. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend this because it got really patchy. I don't think doing mattes on top of concealers is a good idea, but I had to make it work, which is why I sped through it. And then I went on top with another lighter green color called Apple Cider, and I'm packing that on. This is where I was kind of like, WTF, how is this gonna work out? Like, I started to see something in my head, and then once I started going with that, at least as far as the lid color went, I realized that what I was doing probably wasn't the greatest idea, but I made it work. I had also went in with one of the purples in the palette on the outer V of my eye, and it's called Purplish. Actually, I take that back. It's called Grape Pop. It's a really deep purple. I didn't get that on camera. I was just kind of winging it at that point, but I'm using that same eye crease brush from e.l.f. to blend that in and deepen my crease. So now I'm going to use the Morphe 12P palette, and I'm using the lime green color in that palette and putting that all over my lid on top of the two green colors I previously used. I was going for a really vibrant eye, and for some reason it just wasn't working out, so I had to like kind of take a moment and sit back and think about what I was going to do and how I was going to achieve that, which is what I'm doing right now. And what I decided to do was to use this sparkly lime green color in the Juvia's Place, the Zulu palette, and I put that all over my lid. I went in with the Morphe eye pencil in the color Falling for Green, and I put that in my lower waterline or bottom waterline, whatever, my waterline, as you saw. And now I'm going to create a wing with the Morphe gel liner in the color Jet. I was feeling really adventurous with this look because usually eyeliner isn't my go-to thing, especially a wing. It's something that I'm still working on as far as like getting things even and everything like that, and I know other makeup artists that still struggle with that, and they've been in the game for years, so it comes with time and practice, and I guess I should practice it a little bit more. But a lot of my eye looks, I don't even mind not having eyeliner, and sometimes when I do it after the fact, I'm like, I think this looks so much better without it. I think it might possibly be my eye shape and just trying to figure out what liner look is best for my eye shape. So playing around with that would probably be a good idea for me. But yeah, I went in and I wasn't too upset with it. It worked, especially once I put lashes on. So now I'm going in with the Morphe gel liner called Vitamin C, and it's vitamin SEA, not C like the letter, like the vitamin that we take when we're getting sick or whatever. Um, I'm putting that right under my lower lashes, trying to get it as close to the eye pencil that I used, Falling for Green, in my waterline. So I'm taking this color in the Morphe 35O palette. It's like an iridescent purplish color, and I'm putting that on my brow bone and in my inner corner to really just give it an extra pop. And now I'm using the Stella lashes from Coco Lashes, and I'm putting those on as well. This isn't any different than you guys seen me do before, so I didn't feel the need to drag it out extensively for you to be able to see it. To blend my lashes into the falsies, I used for the top the NYX Propel My Eyes mascara, and for the bottom to bring out my lower lashes, I used the NYX Skinny mascara. The NYX Skinny mascara really isn't that great. I wouldn't recommend anybody purchasing it. I realized I didn't have a lip color. I went through so many throughout this process that I didn't even bother showing you guys because it was just ridiculous. So it finally came down to me picking this Morphe lip gloss called Backstage. It's basically the same color as my lips, but it didn't overpower the look. It gave me like a little sheen, which was fine. And at that point, I was just like, whatever. So that's what I did, and I really liked it. And this is the final look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I thank you for sticking with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave me a comment, and turn on your bell notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.